Hi everyone, InfiniteCaz here. And if you are somehow not aware by now, Splatoon 3 has been announced and is coming next year. This announcement was certainly unexpected. I'm in disbelief right now. But regardless, I want to lay out my thoughts briefly. What I thought about the trailer at face value. No analysing every frame to find the smallest details, as well as a few hopes for the game as a whole. I want to make a proper predictions video in the near future, but those types of vids are certainly something I don't want to rush. So here are my barely consistent rambles about the announcement, and with that out of the way, let's get right into it. First things first, the art style looks amazing. I love the edge it has, and the opening scene of the trailer in the desert looked incredible. I really hope this is a hint towards the single player campaign, and further content outside of the traditional game modes. The theming looks on point for being in the midst of a desolate wasteland. I'm in love with the grimy and decayed feel, and I certainly see how the theme of chaos from Final Fest has been tied into the art style. Aside from auto expansion, Splatoon 2 was sorely lacking a deep single player campaign, and I hope this game delivers at a level way past what we have seen. Next up, we got a glimpse at the new customization options, with what looks like off the bat a choice between Inkling and Octoling, very much appreciated, as well as extra skin tones and eye colours to choose from. Just a small detail, but great to see increased customization. And then we get a glimpse at hairstyles, which appear to be unisex, and the new ones teased look fantastic. I may have to switch back to Inkling if none of the Octo ones rival this short, messy look. I adore it already, and it sure combines with the feel of the game. So let's say I'm excited to see what other hairstyles are coming. To wrap up the customization part of the trailer, we have a new host of legwear. Again great to see, but nothing too noticeable. Then we move on to Buddy, who appears to be your pet Salmonid. Not only the customization looks great, but I'm so excited to see if he will be tied into the gameplay to some degree. Either that or a new mode. I've always wanted a sidekick in Splatoon, so my wishes are finally becoming a reality. And not gonna lie, he looks very cute. The next part of the trailer isn't too exciting, but gives us a good look at the setting of Splatoon 3. What looks to be an upside down Eiffel Tower, as well as a graffiti covered, grimy train and the stretch of desert. It gives me more hope for the wider world and a story that links into the rest of the game. And then we get to the plaza. What do I call this place? Inkopolis 3.0? Anyways, the new hub looks incredible. So detailed packed, and it has a great backstreet, dilapidated feel to it. Certainly a contrast to its predecessors. It also looks a lot bigger, which hopefully means that there's even more out-of-battle content to have fun with. Again, the theming of the world is certainly what impressed me the most. It looks so crisp and stylised. Certainly a different feeling to Splatoon 2, which is what this game needs if it wants to stand out. So not much was shown gameplay wise, but a fair few new features were shown. To start with, the bow shown with the Inkling in the earlier portion of the trailer is revealed to be a new main weapon, which looks like so much fun. If it's strong enough, which I've no reason to believe it won't be, I'll definitely consider maining it for sure. The other weapons, the E-liter, Dynamo and Blaster, all look recognisable, but different enough to make them feel like they are in a separate game. On the other side of the match, we have the Hydra, 96, Splattershot and Machine, all returning weapons, but it's especially nice to see my Hydra will be there on launch, unlike in Splatoon 2. I'm hopeful to see which weapons get varied and dynamic kits compared to now, but alas, we will have to wait till next year to know for sure. Certainly the feature I noticed the most was what looks like the ability to shoot yourself at the start of the match onto a specific point on the map, which you can aim yourself. A huge switch up to the start of any game in Splatoon 2. However, I don't want to talk too much about this, as it could be a side mode or something only available to Turf Wars. Honestly, it's all up in the air, and I don't want to voice my opinion until I see it and try it out personally. The gameplay reenactment seems pretty true to Splatoon, and nothing looks too drastically different for now. Obviously, we got a glimpse at what looks like the Inkzooka, which is returning from Splatoon 1. Let's just hope it's more balanced for all our sake. The other new feature shown is what appears to be a robotic crab that pops out of its shell. A new sub-weapon perhaps? Let's say I'm intrigued. And yep, that wrapped the trailer up. What a whirlwind from start to finish. Contrary to what you may expect, I was actually kind of disappointed when I saw it initially. I really wanted a new big budget game, or a sequel to another 2017 release like Mario Kart. I was worried Splatoon 2, being on the same console, will interfere with it, and deep down I don't want to restart all over gear and level wise. But that negative emotion has all but gone now, and with the amazing theming, as well as opportunities for new flushed out mechanics and weapons, 2022 can't come fast enough. I am nervous for the comp scene, but now I have had time to think about it, I'm certain Nintendo will make Splatoon 3 a great game for casuals and competitive players alike. I'm certainly excited to see what this new game has in store, but I'm wary of letting my expectations get way out of hand. I've no doubts it'll be an incredible game, but we know very little about it now, and speculation can go off the rails quickly for this kind of announcement, especially if we are left in the dark for several months. I believe we will get a global test fire, and an autumn to winter release next year as a prediction. As a competitive player, I'm more worried about the more intricate mechanics and balance than the vast majority of the player base, and the fact that we will know very little about that kind of information pre-launch is a tad worrisome. But not to ramble on too much, I have a lot of thoughts running through my head now, and I don't want to bore you with them. The last thing I want to briefly touch on is the certain boost to Splatoon's player base. A new game surrounded by a lot of hype is sure to drag in so many newcomers, and as someone who cares about the community and the competitive scene, it's so exciting to have a new wave of players, or even older ones with a refound interest in Splatoon. The franchise is amazing, and it is getting the love and attention it deserves, so going into 2022 and beyond, I hope we can see the community prosper and grow, casually and competitively, to make it even more incredible. So that's all for now. I'm sorry this video was a bit shorter, but I really wanted to push out my opinions on Splatoon 3 as soon as possible, and I promise that I have some other projects in the work. What are your opinions on the trailer? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. With that being said, thanks for watching until the end, please like and subscribe as it really helps me out, and I will see you all soon. Bye!